Athelney Abbey, established in the county of Somerset, England, was founded by King Alfred in 888, as a religious house for monks of the Order of St.Benedict. It was dedicated to our Blessed Saviour, St. Peter, St. Paul, and St. Agelwin. History. Origins. Originally Athelney was a small island in swampland, in what is now the parish of Eastling, covered with alders and infested by wild animals. It was inaccessible except by boat, according to William of Malmesbury. Here Alfred found a refuge from the Danes. Here he built the abbey. The dedication to St. Athelney suggests that it may have been an enlargement of a hermitage, a monastery already in existence. He peopled it with foreign monks drawn chiefly from France, with John the Old Saxon as their abbot. The original church was a small structure, consisting of 4 piers supporting the main fabric and surrounded by 4 circular chancels. Norman era. For the 11th century up to the time of its dissolution, the monks of Glastonbury Abbey attempted to annex it to have it placed under the Glastonbury jurisdiction. The abbey appears in the Domesday Book and the Taxation of 1291. In 1267 Henry III granted the abbey a weekly market on Mondays. However, it was not a rich community. An indulgence of 30 days was given in 1321 for those who should assist in the rebuilding of the church, and the monks humbly petitioned Edward I of England to remake a road for which they were unable to find the means of payment. The last abbot was Robert Hamlin. With 8 monks of his community, he surrendered February 8, 1540, receiving a pension of £50 per annum and retaining his prebend of Long Sutton. The revenues were £209, 0s.75d. Post-dissolution. Following the dissolution it was acquired for use as a private residence by Lord Audley, who had the church demolished. Audley's plans never eventuated, and records show that on the 17th of August 1544 Lord Audley sold the abbey to John Clayton for £182.15, and in April 1545 Clayton obtained a license to sell it to John Tynebury. With the church demolished and other buildings fallen into disrepair, nothing visible remains at the site today. Several geophysical surveys have been carried out to explore the remains which still exist below ground level. Today the site of the abbey is marked by King Alfred's monument, which is a Grade II listed building and scheduled ancient monument. The monument was built in 1801 by Sir John Slade of Maunsell House, who owned Athelney Farm. Historical records. The original charter from Alfred the Great still exists, and the abbey appears in both the Domesday Book and the Taxation of 1291. Both the 1267 charter of Henry III and latter Henry VII also exist. Known abbots. List of the known abbots of Athelney Abbey include John the Old Saxon, Temp. Senus, occurs 937. Alfric, occurs 1007. Alfwood, Simon, Athelwood, Athelwyn, occurs 1020-5. Ralph Maladoctus, occurs 1125. Simon, occurs 1135. Benedict I, occurs 1159. Roger I, 1174-92. Benedict II, 1198-1227. Roger II, elected 1227. Robert, elected 1245, occurs 1263. Osmond de Rainey. Richard de Durham, occurs 1267. Andrew de Sancto Fonte, 1280-1300. Osmond de Sowi, 1300-25. Robert de Ryle, 1325. Richard de Gothurst de Cothurst, 1341-9. John Storer, 23 September 22 October 1349. Robert de Hake, elected 1349. John Hewish, 1390. John Bragg, 1399. John Pedderton, 1424. Robert Hill, 1458 and Amp, 1462. John George, 1485 and Amp, 1498. John Wellington, 1503. Richard Wraxall. John Hartay, 1518. Thomas Sutton, 1527. John Maher, 1531. Robert Hamlin Hamblin, 1533–9. Robert Hamblin, 1534.